Okay, so ironically, Tesco sent me a voucher for some meat for a wine campaign. And I'm guessing this is something to do with stupid laws about how they're not allowed to give out vouchers for wine and discounts on wine and stupid shit like that. So, they're not allowed to make cheap alcohol. So we got our seasoned briskets. It's quite a big one. For £5.25, 740 grams or something like that. But yeah, we'll get that on the roast. I'm going to put it on before everything else because, it's just going to take a lot longer. And I'm not one of these red meat, pink sort of people. You need to, it's a brisket. They don't really do braised steak anymore, but, I'm guessing it's really the same cut, but with less of the braising fat on it. And burnt ends are the best part, so you're going to want your burnt ends on a brisket. So let's get it on, and it'll cook longer than everything else, so I'll be doing everything else in the meantime. So yeah, time to put it in. I'll put it low and slow to start with to get it ready, and then turn it up at the end to crisp it up with everything else. Okay, so we're trying a bit of a better angle. Maybe it's not the most fantastic angle, but yeah, we've got some things on the go. Right, so firstly we have our wedges of potatoes, which really aren't firming up as much, but I haven't really put them on a very high heat. But basically, peeled them, chopped them in half, small potatoes. And I don't want to roast them until they're too soft, boil them until they're too soft. So, I want them to be soft enough in the middle so they're not going to be horrible. I mean, my mum used to do big thick ones that were raw potato in the middle and burnt on the outside, and that's not what you want in a roast potato. So I'm getting them warmed up nicely and hopefully better. We have our roast beef on the go. Obviously I've had it low and slow to try and get it to go a bit warm in the middle. We don't want to overcook it, but it's taking up a lot of the pan. What we're going to chuck in is our chanterelle carrots. I have got them frozen, so they will not burn. Basically, they're tiny. They will defrost and then cook nicely without burning up. I should really chuck the potatoes in that meaty pan to get some of the meat juices on the outside. I might do that part way through the cooking process, but as they're not really soft enough, what I will do before putting them in is coat them in a bit of oil, and then I've got some seasoning on the go because I'm going to make them seasoned roast potatoes, and I'm going to experiment with a bit of flour and a bit of salt, and I'll show you that when I go to that. And in the meantime, let's get this in the oven. We're going to chop some onions in half, leaving the skin on because obviously the outside is going to burn. So if the skin is on, you're only burning the onion skin that you're going to throw away anyway, rather than wasting some of your onions. So it just makes sense to do that. Now put it about the edge. I'll tidy up a bit off camera and chuck it in with your meat so that it gives some extra oniony flavour to your meat as well. You'll notice that I got them to season it with peri-peri and garlic and rosemary seasoning. They don't do the butters like they used to, the flavoured butters for the fish. So for the meat section, they've got these powder seasonings that you get for free. So, on the counter it's £1 per kilo cheaper than buying it fresh, and it was with free seasoning as well. So win-win-win. Now, whilst we've got that in the oven, we're going to get our Yorkshire puddings on, which, because my family have nicked my attachments to my blender, I tried to buy some with similar sort of ends, but these don't fit in, so I'm going to sort of manually try and do it. This isn't going to be fun to watch. We give on a container of water, X amount, that's maybe a bit much. 1 whole egg, preferably large. It doesn't matter if you break it in. I mean, you know, you're going to be breaking it up anyway, so who cares? I didn't. And self-raising flour. It doesn't matter if it's value or if it's not. It's going to be one of these things that don't make a difference. So why does Tesco get rid of these like everything else that they're getting rid of in the value range? So if you want value flour, maybe stock up now. But you will continue to add as much as you can, slowly, a bit of a time, until you get a really, really thick paste. Now, you know, this is going to be a long process, so I'm not going to put you through the entire thing. We'll start off slow and then later I'll be doing the proper blending, which is why I want my electric blender blade back, so that I can do it without getting clumps and lumps and shit, and it'll be nice. But getting anything back from my family is another story. And so yeah, we'll get on with that, and I'll bring you back once we've done that. So hey, it's really lumpy and shit and not as thick as I would make it, but that is the best that we're going to get. I mean, life is shit. Pissed off at everything. So yeah, we're going to butter our Yorkshire pudding in. Hope that we can get something reasonable out of this. Be pissed off at your family for being buying shit. And yeah, I'm using flora buttery because, you know, it's going to be better for the mash, and we'll just get a nice sort of buttery amounts. You know, feel free to be generous, feel free to not be, just so it doesn't stick to the thing. Make sure there's a few burnt bits on this. But it's not the end of the world, it's not like they're, you know, they were burnt bits that don't clean off essentially. I know I'm not the most fantastic at cleaning these sorts of dishes, but I mean, you know, it's the best it was going to be. But it's lumpy and shit and it's pissing me off. This is why I haven't done a Sunday dinner for a long time. Well, that and other reasons if you watch the other channel. You know, I mean, my mum even stopped making Sunday dinners. I mean, it used to be that you get a nice roast with the black and burnt ends, but then, I mean, when we were kids, suddenly it went to chicken, and then, you know, then just everything went downhill, and I don't know, the Sunday dinners became really, really shit. Then, you know, I don't really like the green veg, because she cooks everything together with the carrots and the green veg, and she overcooks it so it all tastes like really, really bitter, burnt green stuff. So, yeah, I'm not bitter at all, no. So yeah, we're gonna hope that we can get something out of this shit. I mean, it's not going to be, it's not aerated enough. I mean, I've tried to manually aerate it and mix it, but we're not really getting the consistency we want, and I just keep adding flour, but it's just getting lumpier and shitter than we really want. And yeah, put half the amount of water in the dough because, you know, I have leftover water. Fill your things to the top and hope for the best. I mean, you want your oven preheated and hot at this point, just so that they will rise and cook properly. And you don't want to open your oven door once you've done it, so once you put them in, be sure that you don't need to put anything else in the oven. So I'm going to do my roast potato before we do that. We got leftovers, and we got leftover partially done water that I threw as well, so we'll do stuff another time. I think everything is going fantastic, isn't it, in my life? And now I've overfilled it. Right, so I've put my potatoes into a bowl ready for roasting. We're going to add some oil generously so that it coats them all. And we're going to get our fork and give it a bit of a stir. It doesn't matter if you ruffle up the edges, I mean, they'll just make it absorb even more of the oil, which is going to be good for giving you a crispier coating. And the more you ruffle it up, the more of a crispier coating that you are going to get. Now, at this stage, before we ruffle it up too much, we're going to add our seasoning because, I mean, the more that you add now, it's going to get mixed onto the surface of your potatoes. Now, most people just do them normally, so I mean at this point you could just do salt and pepper and that would probably be the best idea for most people. But I fancied something a bit spicier. I mean, we've got a piri garlic rosemary steak, so why not have some sort of seasoned roasties as well. Now, preferably you're going to want more oil than I have put so that they get a oilier surface. Now, the advantage of the cheap table salt is it comes with a nice sprinkling action, which is very strange. I mean, it doesn't come out unless you squeeze it, but it squeezes nicely for coating things like this. And it's ferrocyanide rather than ferrosulfates, I think the other one is. So, you know, sea salt is going to be healthier for you because, hey, it's not going to have ferrocyanide as anti-caking agents, and you know, cyanides deadlier than salts. So, rusty cyanides. Jesus, that doesn't really sound healthy, does it? So, yeah, I mean, sure, it acts as a better anti-caking agent than other ones that I've used, but do you really want that much cyanide in your diet? Let's be generous with the seasoning. And at this stage you could also consider dipping it in your batter and have battered roast potato, but I'm not going to do that. I might do some battered chips for another meal, so we'll think about saving that. Now I'm trying leaving it out a bit, so leaving that out, we'll put it on a roasting tray, we'll put these in to cook. We'll chuck some carrots in with it, or some, you know, I've already got chanterelle ones, but I'll put some normal in to roast too. Maybe add some variety. And join us when we've got our mashed potato on, our roast is done, and essentially we'll be ready to dish up. Okay, so everything's basically come together. The meat could have done with a lot longer for what I want. I'll do it after the way I want it, crisp it up, but for now, because everything else is ready, I'll have the dinner, and I can have some burnt ends another day. Blow back. I mean, this is probably how most people would like theirs, but it's not how I wanted mine, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's still very, very much brown and not burnt, and I want the burnt ends. It may be the dish that I use, because I use the shallow dish to keep all the meat juices in and make it nice. So we're going to make some extra special gravy now. There are a lot of meat juices. A lot of people use dripping, but what I'm going to do is I've got a potato roaster, just to save getting a colander or anything. I'll strain out gravy into the meat. Now obviously there's still a bit in the potatoes, I'll drain that afterwards. Well, I'll drain it now, but I mean, it's just going to be boring to watch. Right, so we've got our watery potatoey stuff. Yeah, you're going to want potatoey water because the starch in the potato starch make it good for gravy. So we will start mashing our potato. I will put that back in the oven in that for now, just because, you know, it might crisp up a little more whilst we're waiting, but you know, it's going to take a few moments to mash this. We're going to get some butter in, for buttery. You know, any margarine spread will do, or butter, you know, as long as you're generous with it. The more you can get into your potato, the better it will be. We're going to sprinkle a bit of cyanide in this. just for fun. And you can add pepper as well, but you know, salt, a lot of people like salt, and we're going to make it extra special as we can. Just because, mash it in with your masher. And now I'm going to use the potato roaster as well to make it look a bit more special, just because of this whole stupid wine thing. And then try and make it nice. And I've got a nice chunk of meat, which, you know, I rarely get, so I don't really make roast dinners myself anymore. Thin and lifestyle. So I thought whilst I'm doing this, we would make it a little special. You might be saying, why have I mashed it if I've got a potato roaster? Well, the potato roaster doesn't really mash it that well. Sure, it'll roast it. But potato roaster. But it won't mash it through, so, you know, if you want a nice, smooth mash, I mean, the whole thing with lumpy mash, he says, ooh, it's smashed potato rather than mashed. No, you got a lazy ass chef who can't mash it properly and making excuses, or they haven't cooked it enough. And they're just trying to make excuses. Oh yes, it's melts a bit that way because it's a pot. And no, you just have to taste the perfect mash. Take some pride in your work, make some efforts. So we'll feed it through the roaster and make some roast potatoes. Not balancing that well, which is annoying. Stay. I mean, the only points of something like this is for special occasions. I mean, like I said, it doesn't really mash your potatoes that great, but it makes it look nice on the dish. So, you know, nice mounds of mash. I'm going to put some extra in to make it a decent portion. But you get the drift. Rightio, Bobby. We get our meat juices and we will pour it into the same dish that we just had our potatoes in. Try not to burn your fingers. It would help if you have a proper oven glove rather than a flimsy towel. Now that will have our chanterelle carrots and our onion juices as well as the meat juices. And we'll make, you know, that's a nice you as it is. But we're going to add some gravy granules to make it the ultimate gravy. I mean, sure, you could thin that down. So if you were to boil that down, that would make, you know, a natural gravy anyway. But you'd like half Bisto, half everyday value gravy granules with Bisto powder, because I made the mistake of buying Bisto powder, thinking it was granules, and you need granules to really make gravy easily. Powder is annoying. Powder is really annoying. So I'll use my masher just to quickly mix in and scrape down the sides of the mashed potato into it if you've got left over. Then give that a boil for a few minutes. I'll put this back in the fridge so that it doesn't go off. And you know, condense that down a bit, thicken it up a bit. Cook your meat and your veg on the plate, and we'll see you at the table with the wine. But they sent the meat, so we will eat the meat. Obviously I like my meat thickly cut rather than sliced. It's just a nicer presentation, keeps it nice and warm, and there's a much nicer taste than stupid thin slices of meat. Could have done with cooking a bit longer. So it's going to be quite chewy for brisket. I mean, that's why you cook brisket longer, but Nice mash. You can still taste the tannin and the edge on that. You do lose a lot of the flavours with meat, but I mean, Merlot does go well with pretty much anything. So it does say it goes well with red meat, dishes, or chicken pie. Now, the website suggested Chardonnay, but boring Chardonnay, you know, there. I mean, after tasting the meats, it's obviously eased up a bit. Did I drop some of that? My Yorkshire puddings came out flat then when I did open it up early, but it's also partly because I didn't get enough flour in them. So, you know, blame people nicking my tools. And we got our onion on the go, and this is my idea of a perfect roast dinner. Maybe with better things, but I mean, we got our onion with the skin that would have burnt on the outside, so you just take off the outer layer, and then you've got some nice roasted red onion. Perfect. As long as you don't throw it at yourself. That would have been embarrassed. And the chanterelle carrots, obviously, I would recommend using your fingers to eat. But if you pick them up, you can sort of cut off the skin, peel off the skin, make them perfect to go, or just, you know, serve it on there. It's not hard for the person eating it to take it off. And they will be fantastic and sweet. Now, I'd also take out the ends, just because, you know, the ends, you might have wanted to cut that off before cooking it. Normally I would, but. Roasted chanterelle carrots with the meat. Nice. No green veg. Now, if you want your white and green cauliflower and whatever the green thing is, I can't think off the top of my head right now, mint sauce to go with them. You know, in case someone overcooks them and makes them bitter. But as it is, nice roast carrots, nice roast potatoes, nice mash, good hunk of meat, and some really good gravy. And they're not too spiced either, they are really good. If I do say so myself, being modest, not that. Yes, the posh voice was deliberate. Yeah, we're gonna maybe cook with some meat with our stew. We're going to make a stew with a bit of wine. We're not going to put a lot of wine, but we're going to marinate our cooked meat in some of this, give it a bit of an edge, and give that a go for a whitey stew. How does that sound? So, depending on what episodes I put up in what order, there's like 3 backlog now that I haven't published. So, yeah, we will get on it, and this wine bit may also be separate on a different channel, just because, you know, to make it the way normally, but we'll keep it in this vlog, why not? Yeah, that's my Sunday dinner. I hope you enjoyed the bank holiday weekend that went by when this was being recorded. Thanks for watching. Cheers.